Hi everyone, so I just want to make a quick video on a sample problem on how to find the volume and surface area of a cylinder. So first, let's find the volume of the cylinder. And so in order to find the volume, we first need to know what the area of a circle is. And for a circle, the area is pi r squared, where r is the radius. So the volume of a cylinder is the same. You can get the volume of the cylinder the same way you can get the volume of a prism. Volume of a prism is base area times height, and so is the volume of a cylinder. So to find the volume, we need to do base area times height. So what is the base area? So the base area for a cylinder is going to be a circle. So we can rewrite this as pi r squared times h. So pi r squared is going to be your base area, and h is going to be your height. So pi r squared, the radius is 5, so we're going to plug in pi 5 squared times h. H is 10 in this example. So 5 squared is equal to 25, so I'm going to just write 25 pi times 10. And then multiply 25 times 10, this gives us 250 pi. We're going to write units to the 3 because it's in cubic units. So this is how you find the volume. And then you can also, if you want, turn pi into 3.14, multiply that by 250, and that would give us the total volume. I can also write 250 pi units to the third. Okay, so now surface area. So again, surface area is basically finding the area of all the outside surfaces of the solid. So for a cylinder, there's a top side, bottom side, and then the middle side. So first, okay, so top side, what's the area of the top? So the area of the top is the area of the circle. This is pi 5 squared, which is 25 pi. So that's the area of the top. How about the area of the bottom? That's also pi 5 squared equals 25 pi. Okay, so now the question becomes, how do we find the area of the middle? Or a fancy way of saying it, how do we find the area of the lateral surface? Lateral meaning side. So in order, let me just show you a quick demonstration. So here's a can. So watch what happens when I unwrap. So finding the area of the middle is basically finding the area of this paper towel that's completely wrapping the can. So if I unwrap it, notice what shape this becomes. This becomes a rectangle. And how do we find the area of a rectangle? We do base times height. So that we know the height is 10 from our problem. How do we figure out the base? So watch what happens when I wrap it again, and let's focus on the top. So notice the base or the length of the paper towel completely wraps the circle. And what do we call the edge of the circle? The length of the edge, and that's called the circumference. So what we can do is, this is base times height. So let me zoom in again. Okay, base times height, which is the same thing as circumference times height. Okay, so circumference times height. Circumference is 2 pi r, according to our formula here. And then times h. R is going to be 5, so it's 2 pi 5 times 10, which is equal to 10 pi times 10, which is 100 pi. Okay, so the top is 25 pi, the bottom is 25 pi, the middle is 100 pi, or the lateral surface. So then, to find the surface area, we can add, right? It's just adding all the sides or the faces of the solid. This is 25 pi plus 25 pi plus 100 pi, which gives us 150 pi. Units squared because it's area. So this is going to be 150 150 pi units squared. Okay, so see, I hope this helps when you do the problems.